Hello everybody, welcome back to episode 21 of Steel Forest. Well, what's up today? We're going to go forward and conquer our homelands and probably, hopefully, get ourselves finally a little bit more of that fortress on the surface done. I'm really not sure how far I will get for today, but we'll see about that. Previously, we have established a tavern, which is for me personally one of the biggest achievements. One big downside of this whole thing is it doesn't have a roof yet altogether, and we're barely finished with the areas there, so the selection of wood has turned out to be a pretty difficult thing. But, well, all of our workshops are churning out willow blocks constantly, or high wood blocks. We will be using for the next level a little bit more, I guess. I have no clue. Okay, so let's see how's the situation. We have one... Wait a sec. So these guys are out for listen demons. Alright. We continue our conquest over the goblin lands. Hall Fiends. Alright. That's a new one. And hopefully we will be getting through with that before the fortress is done. I really do my best, right? Okay. So, very happy about the new fresh hot tavern here, though. So, we have already this stairwell there. So, we might as well start considering working with that high wood. So... will I just floor the entire glob here? The answer is yes. Dwarfs don't like sunlight, so let's do something against that nasty sunlight. Gollum would approve. So we're going to go for roofing the areas that need it most first. And from that point on, well, let's see how things will evolve. I do like the idea of using those high wood trees. Okay. So let's hopefully nobody will kill himself while chopping trees. Trees are the real final bosses of this game, if you ask me. So let's toss out some of the remains there. And let's see, did I disable that... let's see. Corpses. Ignore outdoor refuse, exactly. That's why it didn't work. That's why I was able to mark all that trash and nobody carried it. Although it does not answer the question for me how the why that elven gear didn't land there, that I marked there, but whatever. The ways of the dwarfs are mysterious. If I learned anything about this game, then it's that. So, the autumn of the year 140 dawns. I have that vague feeling that we're going to get a Barony title this year. Or not. I mean, I've been exporting some wealth every now and then, but Steel Forest's quest was never to be a provider of wealth for the dwarven civilization. They have different qualities which they could deliver to our enemies. Yeah. Speaking about which, our soldiers are a bit long on the field already. But yeah. Gone are the days where we had our enemy right at our doorstep. We still need to remove some of these new things spawned around us, but yeah, we'll be getting there. So finally all those little bodies are being carried out there. That's good. Okay. And that roofing quest also comes down pretty decently. But yeah, it's just the nightmare that I anticipated. It is really nasty to craft all that stuff manually over here, because wooden blocks are way harder to mass produce than stone blocks because there are so many different block types. So, a vile force of darkness appears. Alrighty, you fools. You don't know what you're getting yourself into is all I can say. So, let's station the obscure vessels and let them say hi to the perpetrators. Just realized that we do need a work job here for some impromptu flooring because the highwood trees were trolling me yet again. So let's take some rhyolite and fix the spots. And, well, I don't want to lose any of my valuable soldiers to these puddles and ponds. Oh, you gotta drain that last one too. Grr. Or somebody dies again. But, yeah, it really looks as if the gobs sent this puny force of 6 people. Are you kidding me? Is there somebody stealthed around the corner? Do you have some reinforcements I don't know about yet? I really do hope so. For your own sake. So a couple of snatchers, but I really don't think that this is, So, it's a joint forces action. Wow. That is brutal. I've never had something like that. The gobs and the elves have joined forces on the same moment. Wow. Okay. That's pretty unexpected, I gotta admit. So quickly we gotta station the obscure vessels over here to commit a big slaughter, but we're also going to station the barricade brightnesses and the raw swords, who just happened to be around that corner when the fight broke out. Brilliant. It's gonna be another one of these slaughters. I'm really afraid though that some of my dudes might die. It's exactly what I was fearing. We're gonna avenge you, Destot. I bet that's one of the noobs out of the squads. But, yeah. Sadly, those elves don't drown in those puddles. Our people do. But they don't. Well, apart from that, there's only a slight handful of invaders left. And I think they're running for their lives. So from which squadron did Destot go down? From the barricade brightnesses, yeah. These were the ones who had some holes in their formation recently. Not a big surprise at all, is all I want to say. So, we're going to recruit another foolish newbie here. We can't afford to station them somewhere inside or something like that. Alright. So, let's quickly check that we have enough graves available. Injured citizens. One of the soldiers has been injured. Our stonecutter is unconscious. Cut to pieces. Wow. There's a couple of cuts on him. But nothing really too horrible. Oof. Alright, so that's been a big oof, not gonna lie. Mostly this nasty action of luring one of our dudes away from the whole thing. One of our soldiers from the barricaded brightness is also wounded. Yeah. Those are the low-ranking level guys. So yeah, we're going to send the raw swords and the other dudes. And look at that! The Banner of Shadows reconquering. Warekeepers is now ours. That's a sweet thing. Alright, so yeah, we gotta be destroying own stream because, you know, obvious reasons. And let's move over to Coal Fiends. And, well, I gotta wait until the injured soldier has recovered. The barricade brightnesses cannot go anywhere until then. No props. We got this covered. Let's see how the named citadels did fare so far. So, still novices. Still novices. It'll take some time, I guess. So one thing I want to check, though, do we have the necessary doctoring on the board? Yes, we do. Good, good. Yeah, I like to double and triple check that. So, written content. I always wanted to check back what these were. So, yeah, it concerns the rise of the moon, according to the season. The writing tries and fails to be funny at times. It's not awful, but not very good either. Alright. So, Dreams of Season and the Moon. 168-page manual. Concerns the rise of the moon according to the season. It's fairly cheerful and has a touch of humor. Passable, alright. Seasons and the Sun. I bet that's the same author. The rise of the sun according to the season. Alright. The writing is completely serious. Now, we could research now if the writing style of the dwarf devolved into seriousness or cheerfulness, but got more important things to do, I guess. I love this. Right? So, let's see, yeah. Things are mostly going down according to plan. Ah, look at that. This one can be tasked as well. I mean, surely I could get more efficiency out of that thing if I'd be now taking attention into a stockpile of willow and high wood logs. Only those logs that matter right now. That would be one thing that you could do. But I'm a lazy bum. And I don't. Very sorry for everybody who was always bothered by that. There is a cavity that shouldn't be there. Let's see. Yeah, you see. Spotted it. There we go. For a change, I don't let the animals die. Although I gotta say, since ever since Dwarf Fortress hack is a thing, I'm not killing any animals anymore. It just doesn't happen. So I got a thing that I want to set up because somebody, some kind Dracodrobe asked me to do so indirectly. We're going to go for a couple of glass furnaces because the comment section noticed that the Doctor's Guild Hall is exactly above of the city. What we're going to do, we're just going to create a couple of glass blocks and make it nice and translucent. I love the idea, so I had to do. It also means that we have to set up a glass industry, which is a little bit annoying, but we're gonna get there with that. So, let's do this. We need a stockpile zone of furniture. Believe it or not, it's freaking furniture. So, we do need sand-bearing items, sandbags, there. And we need to make clear that this thing here grabs from there. Good, that's those things covered. We're going to go here. Now, next step, collect sand. Without sand, no glass industry. So here comes the configuration. It's a little bit annoying, but you go over there, sand items. I think it is sand-bearing items, but we can't go for both. Sand-bearing sand items. Now, I think it is sand-bearing items. And, yeah, it has to be at least 10, let's see, amount. It's less than 10, then you go and collect some. Alright, that should work. Daily basis. If these jobs now get generated at the glass furnaces, we did everything correct. There's only one thing missing. We need a sand collection spot. Let's specify that. It's gonna be up here, huh? Okay, then. We're going to take that as our sand spot. That's a good corner here. Lots of sand walls and whatnot. Alright, let's see. Did that work? Collect sand! Hell yeah, it's working. Nice. Alert! A caravan has arrived. Nice. I like that. Let's see what'll happen out of that. I mean, our collection of fluxstone is quite meager, I gotta say. So, but nevertheless, I think I want to make myself, by now, a couple of pig iron bars. Let's see. Let's make that 3 times, 4 times, and ettin. Holy moly. Just when the traders are arriving. Jeez. I'm busy, can't you see, you foolish creature? We're making metalchemy. Don't disturb me, you brute. Alright, we're also going to require an ashery. Or 2. Oh, it does require barrels, so we better order a couple of barrels. I mean, we are a fortress that has a lot of wood going on, and since I have by now specified a couple of wood types that I'm using for the building's sake, I'm going to use alder, as this is one building type that I'm not using. So, wood type. There's the creature. Let's make sure that it meets its fate. Let's watch the last moments of Mindful Wonder the Tenebrous. Well, I think it's not going to be much. It killed a handful of goblins before it went here. Let's see. There's the there's the dwarfs, and that's a pretty lengthy fight. I give him that. So let's check it out. The ettin gets blocked. You see, these creatures, they often get the first strike, but we got good fighters here. So a stab in the neck. Wow, tearing apart the upper spine. That happened here. I think the rest is just taking this thing down, and oh no, we don't want to see the gory details of that battle, because it's not something. It's not a nice sight to behold, right? So I think the barricaded brightnesses can go for the rest of this own stream site, and Thief Swallows is back up, or well, they got 50 people on their side again. It's like taking care of something like cockroaches with goblins. Wherever you go, dear, just some new ones. It's annoying to no end. So, well, some migrants have arrived. Nice. Let's see. They don't seem to have brought new animals. Ah, here's the caravan coming. My biggest fear was that the caravan got attacked by the ettin, or would get attacked by the ettin. So, there we go. You guys bring me more of the good stuff. Shouldn't there be stone somewhere? Oh boy, I hate it. This assortment is so annoying. Sorry for the, all the, you know what, ranting and such. It just hurts after a while. So I think I missed one, but it's okay. It's usually 4 of them that I order, isn't it? So it looks even as if we would not get a Baron's title this time again. That's a big surprise to me, gotta say. I totally expected us to. Okay. But it is okay. It is totally fitting to the theme of this place. All right, bring the finished good bins. We have to pay for some stones. Look at that. They're bringing some fabrics and leather too. The unseen nets have returned. From where, actually? I think they destroyed another goblin site. We're truly getting there, friends. We're totally ripping apart the Goblin Empire up there. I mean, in all honesty, gameplay-wise, Sandwalls was the first fortress of mine, and let's just put it down like that. We could have done what we're doing here already with the first fortress. It's just a story that I'm making up here. So, but for those of you who are interested in the mechanics and such, it's actually not hard to wipe any enemy entity of the field with dwarven technology. I haven't fought against other dwarves and humans yet. These might be more of a challenge for future series for sure. So, let's see. We're buying all of that stone, right? Right. I'm also buying all of the bins? Maybe not. Alright, that would be a enormous amount of fabrics and whatnot. That's just not making sense. I'm going to buy the cave spider silk, some leather. Oh no, we don't need leather. That's stupid. This stuff, the animal fabric, because I'm lazy. I'm not bringing up these onto work orders, is all. So here we're now using a very, very traditional technique of trading by utilizing or worn down crap as a currency. I've seen many people do that, and as you see here, all these clothing pieces with an X on themselves, they are just, you know, leftovers. The stuff that nobody wanted. Let's just hope that there are enough leftovers and enough stuff that nobody wanted for us to get the job done. We're going to sell a couple of these crowns that somehow came around. So that's definitely not been the boxes with the amulets for sale. That's for sure. Red tourmaline cabochon. Red tourmaline cabochon? I didn't order to make any of these. Did we loot them? Were they created by accident? I don't even really want to know. Large oval cut rock crystal. Jewel ring. Fascinating. Gemstone rings. What? Whoa. I have literally no clue how these items were created. Cabochon. I mean, these cut gemstones here. Mind you that these ought to be finished goods and not cut gemstones. I'm frankly confused. So confused that I'm overpaid for this trade by lengths. Whatever this is, we are getting out of that. Yeah. So it seems that my cut stone to cabochon thing had some interesting outcomes. But I stopped doing that, didn't I? Yeah, here, the granite amulets. Here, polished stone. But I don't have any further jobs anymore to actually make that polished stone. That is quite mysterious. But whatever, it's a cool mystery. So, enough about that. Let's see, the asheries weren't made yet because the barrels weren't made yet. Got it. So, you know, we definitely could just make some green glass flooring, but since I am sitting in a forest, I am very, very keen on making clear glass. The thing is, clear glass needs potash. And I forgot how potash was made. I only know that it was a procedure that involved a lot of wood burning. All I remember. I had a fort once that had exactly that stuff going on as a main theme. Hey, talking about these. Look at these guys. Nice. Okay. So, let's continue putting some safety above these ponds. I bet the elves would hate that, but I see that as an extremely dwarven thing. People keep kiting into these while they're fighting. that is a security liability. We gotta take care of that. So, funny thing is, we can find the willows now wherever we have were plastered areas, because the willows still grow there right now. Probably, I don't know. No. Let's not chop any trees before the safety net is built. All right. One of the things I'm very, very much looking forward to is at the end of this series to look at the total amount of body count on each of my squadrons in terms of murdered elves. This must be pretty huge this time. So, make potash from ash. Exactly. Alright. So, we're going to make ash. So we always have a total amount of 10 of these available, and we're going to make potash. So we always have 10 available. Now let's see how that'll go down. I also need some further wood burners. Hell yeah. Now we're talking business. Yeah, I know I'm building my workshops now exactly way into the middle of everything. I know. But it is necessary. Industry must grow. And at this very current moment, I really don't want to get any new, bigger project on the ground going. We have really enough hands full to do here with the surface projects. So, let's see. Own stream still not quite gone yet. Find your own stream, you elves. And the unseen nets can just go out there again and strike. Raw swords ain't usable yet because 2 people still need to come back. But yeah, they will be back. So, oof. That's quite a big job, isn't it? So, let's see. How much high wood blocks do we make? 47? Oh. Shoot. It's not exactly the number that I was hoping for, right? Oh boy. This will be a pretty big job after all, I think. So we're going to keep the oaken floor for the defensive apartments. There we go. There's again a couple of extra trees that I want to get rid of. Luckily they're oaks, so we are actually benefiting from taking them down. That is such a massive battleground there. Okay. I don't mind the export bans too much. Ghoul-stricken. Okay. So the last step of this entire conquest here will be to ask the rasped orb goblins to surrender. That's the last thing that I want to do after this conquest. Because rasped orb was the founding site of the Banner of Shadow Civilization. And when we have that back, I hope I can reclaim and play it. I'm not sure if this is possible, but that would be the last chapter of the saga. I really hope it'll work. I'm not sure though. Anyways, we're making fine progress down here, gotta say. It is a very, very weird experience to build a fortress like this in the middle of a forest. I don't see as many agitated animals as I expected. I mean, this is a savage biome. This should be teeming with agitated animals by now. I mean, I don't want to jinx it. I've had it happen way after I settled in on some maps. Wouldn't be the first time, so it still can go down. But I am very, very surprised. Because when you look, there were trees here everywhere. You see that blank spot on the map, and yeah, I made this happen. So, yeah. My friends, that's the last thing for today. I really, really enjoyed this. This is pretty cool. We're finally getting somewhere. We're destroying those gobs up here. I mean, look at that. 5 sites down and 1 conquered by our allies. This is brilliant. This is so cool. I can't wait to get this done. So leave me your comments down below and feel free to leave a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. You know how it works. I'd be very, very happy to see you guys supporting the channel as well. Feel free to check out the links down below to do so. And a big thanks to all of you who do. And a big thanks to you particularly for watching my videos. I really appreciate having you around. Hope you had a good time. Hope you come and be back again. Until then, have a good one. See you there. Bye-bye.